APP Sacramento, the fourth time the tour has come back to Northern California. It has not disappointed on this Thursday singles day as we welcome you back into the booth here on Championship Court alongside Next Gen National Team head coach Chad Edwards and pro pickleball coach Dominic Catalano, who is joining us now. I am Dorian Kraft. Fellas, it has been a great day of singles action. We have seen upsets aplenty on both the men's and the women's side.
Well, I think big time on the women's side. We do not have any of the top four seeds left in the semifinals.
Yeah, I saw Nicole Eugenio earlier in a round of 32 match early on my court. She was dialed in, and then all of a sudden I'm following and watching, and she handled Amanda Hendry pretty easily, and I was like, wow. I was like, she is playing really well, Eugenio.
And of course, the player that took out Nicole Eugenio is Madalina Grigoriu. She'll be facing Emily Cederquist in this semifinal. And it was Cederquist who took down Bobby Oshiro, who has been playing great women's singles at the end of last year. Took a couple of tournaments off. She got married in February, just now back in Sacramento as we are underway here in our women's singles semifinal between Cederquist and Grigoriu.
Ooh,
the big thing to watch for Grigoriu is the slap forehand. She hits the thing a million miles an hour, and it is flat and hard. Well, she can roll it, too.
Sure, she rolls that right there. And I did see Cederquist against Klokotsky. I had that matchup, too. Very similar, I think, Klokotsky and Grigoriu. They both hit really hard, a lot of pace. Cederquist handled it in her match against Klokotsky. Expect more of the same here. Oh!
And Grigoriu finding the angles so far. But, Dom, you got to see that quarterfinal matchup. What was the key for Cederquist handling the pace of Klokotsky that she'll need against Grigoriu?
She was flipping the script on her, and she was hitting heavy. She was keeping Klokotsky back by really driving through the ball, and then she approached really well. So look for Cederquist to come up at the right moment. I think that's going to be a big thing for her because when she came up, she really handled the volleys well, but she came up at the right times.
Oh, just deep.
Inside out, just caught the edge of the line.
But that's that flat forehand that I was talking about. She kind of comes on the inside part of the ball, slaps it through, and it continues running away from Cederquist. A couple of mistakes sliding in.
Oh, Cederquist had the angle, just mishit it a bit.
And that was a ball she was really connecting on. She was pushing that ball down the line against Klokotsky and then pressuring. She's got to make that ball down that line. That's it.
Well constructed there.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. When she can change the direction, right? So they're going backhand to backhand, and then Cederquist changes the direction, follows it in, and then has that volley. That's key for her.
A nice deep ball there from Cederquist draws her back within one.
Well, and that's going to be the key for Cederquist as well. If she can take that ball early and take it inside the baseline, then she's going to have a much better opportunity to come forward, kind of take away reaction time from Grigoriu.
Grigoriu rips another passing shot winner.
Cederquist was like, I
really want to, but I'm not going to.
Just caught the outside part of the line.
I want to, but I can't.
It's the worst feeling as a player. You're like, I wish I could, but dang, that was a good shot.
That's a great approach from Grigoriu. The little cut down the line, she made that look easy and then approaches for that big forehand.
Timeout on court as Grigoriu has doubled up Emily Cederquist here in Game 1 of our women's singles semifinal.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
60 volunteer and community events. They'll keep Greg active, involved, and mischievous, and help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
Welcome back. Madalina Grigoriu has doubled up Emily Cederquist here in game number 1 of our women's singles semifinal. 8-4 on serve coming out of the timeout. Oh.
Oh, too good there from Cederquist. But Grigoriu scrambling, forcing Cederquist to hit another ball after another ball. Little referee confusion right there. Oh, we're all good.
Cederquist going for the alley, push it just a bit wide.
I think that's the pattern is Cederquist wants to get into the cross court, whether it's backhand or forehand, and then she wants to change the directionality. When she changes the directionality, then she can approach.
Good, good depth and good pressure there from Grigoriu. And she's mixing up her backhands as well. We've seen a couple of slice backhands on the approach. We see a heavy roll backhand there on that approach. Ooh.
Just clipping the edge of the line.
I will say this. Both ladies out there right now, very generous. There have been balls that could have gone either way. Like that ball right there, even.
I feel like we've seen, for the most part today, across all the matches, some generous line calling. And again, sails long. Well, again,
I've almost had to break some stuff up over on players' court.
I say that knowing full well that my calls are the worst amongst the three of us.
Wow.
Oh. That was shaped beautifully to bring it back inside the court.
And Cederquist, that ball's moving away from her. For her to get around that ball and keep that ball in, that's ridiculous.
Just rushed it there from Cederquist.
It's opened up a 5-point lead for Grigoriu, 12-7. Got that one a little too fine.
Tries the little drop shot, does Grigoriu, as Cederquist almost hesitated coming in. She didn't immediately get in.
And just a couple of mishits from Cederquist at the back of the court.
Yeah, a few too many errors from Cederquist right now. Grigoriu's hitting good balls, but Cederquist is also giving her a lot of free points. Timing's off. That ball's getting a little tight to the body.
And again, Grigoriu pushing Cederquist back. It's game point, 14-8.
I mean, that's the only shot Cederquist has right there to hit a winner. If she comes back middle or the other way, Grigoriu's sitting there on that forehand.
And a missed return gives game number 1 to Madalina Grigoriu, 15-8 over Emily Cederquist. Grigoriu halfway home to making it to the gold medal match.
volunteer and community events. They'll keep Greg active, involved, and mischievous, and help make sure his happiness lives as long as he does. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Ora Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
When you choose the James at Ohio State,
you're opting for care from a highly specialized team dedicated to treating one type of cancer, yours.
For your cancer care, the choice is clear. The James at Ohio State.
Back here in the women's semifinal, Madalina Grigoriu taking game one, 15-8 over Emily Cederquist.
And fellas, other than cleaning up the errors, what is the one thing that Emily Cederquist needs to make the adjustment on here in game two?
We'll answer that in just a second, Dorian.
There it is. Oh.
Doubles up back behind to force the error.
Honestly, I don't think there's anything more than just cleaning up the errors that Cederquist needs to do. She's just giving away few too many points. She chose the right balls to come forward, but she can't have mistakes like that.
Like that ball's got to be made so she can approach. 100%. I agree with you, Chad. It's not much. It's just clean it up.
Smart combination there from Cederquist.
But watch her. She doesn't overhit anything here, right? She hits her spot. This ball, she hits her spot, and then right there. Just nice and easy. Finds the open area. Beautifully done by Cederquist.
Oh, catches the line.
Oh, that's dirty.
I mean, honestly, if Grigoriu had called that ball out, I kind of would have been like, that's a decent goal. Oh,
Dot lines.
That was.
I think it was a little bit closer than she wanted it.
Yeah. She could have gone 3 feet inside and had a winner there, and she hits the line.
Oh, nice roll. You get a timeout.
Right now, Emily Cederquist flipping the script here in game number 2, hitting absolutely everything. Grigoriu taking a timeout on court.
Yeah, I mean, that's just good ball striking right there, and that's Cederquist recognizing Grigoriu trying to get back in the play, back to the middle. She doubles up on the backside, gets her off balance.
And it was what you guys talked about. It was dialing it back in. Cederquist has been much cleaner, aside from the missed return.
The timing has been much better for Cederquist right now as well. You know, we're seeing contact in front of the body, not level with the hip or even behind it. And then, you know, I think Grigoriu needs to kind of try and put a little bit more pressure on Cederquist right now, potentially go for a little bit more on the forehand. But then if she can, you know, she's chosen decent balls to come forward on the approach, but they haven't been great.
Gotta be great.
Was Grigoriu choosing great balls in game number 1, though?
Yeah, I think she's making better choices. Yeah.
Back to play. Cederquist up by 4.
And that's the right ball to come forward on there. She's able to get that toward the backhand or at the backhand side of Cederquist. Just a little too, you saw that big backswing right there that just forced her to catch it a little late, so it slid out wide.
And then the spin counteracting. And how many lines is Cederquist going to hit in this game? That's already the third.
Pablo Picasso out here painting lines is Emily Cederquist.
I think I'd rather be a Monet.
I was going to say Johnny Cash walking the line, but, you know.
I mean, all work, right?
Yeah.
All right, back to pickleball.
Listen, you come for the pickleball, you stay for the extra.
Right, and we'll give you the extra, don't worry.
Well, that is something to worry about.
Oh, good ball there from Cederquist. You see how quickly that ball gets on Grigoriu as well. She's making contact behind that left hip. So now that ball comes out extremely flat.
Couldn't quite cut that enough.
That's the ball that Cederquist was making earlier. When I watched her, she's cutting that ball, but she's cutting it like an inch or two over the net and causing her opponents to try and really do too much with it.
Okay. Yeah, let's check on that.
Great gameplay here from Cederquist in game number 2 as she has opened up an 8-point lead.
Oh, complete flip of the script right now. Cederquist stepping up, putting the pressure on.
Oh. Net dribbler point for Grigoriu.
Fair enough.
Quality piece of networking, if you will.
I was trying not to react to that one, but yeah.
Well, you know, I know it wasn't as good as, oh, yeah. Good dip on that ball from Grigoriu.
See, that's such a difficult forehand there coming from Grigoriu as well because she's slapping that ball almost. It's tailing away from Cederquist, even though and even with her being on the run already. So difficult for her to even get behind it or outside it to bring it back cross court.
And pulls that backhand wide as Grigoriu has run together a string of points to get back within 4. Cederquist taking a timeout now.
Well, I like right now Grigoriu. She's striking the ball a little better, but I like the immediate timeout from Cederquist. After a couple in a row, she's like, all right. She's like, I'm going to slow you down right here because I know you can get on a roll, that being Grigoriu, and get right back in this, especially that rally scoring. It's just, your lead is never safe. We've seen huge leads dissipate since we've gone to rally scoring on the single side. And it's exciting, but as a player, you feel that, and you're like, I'm calling this timeout immediately.
4 is not comfortable.
No.
What's been the biggest difference for Grigoriu here over this last 4-point run?
Well, again, it's the errors. She's taking a few balls that are earlier, putting a little bit more pressure on, taking away reaction time of Cederquist, but also, you know, she missed a couple of those forehand approaches on the backhand side. She sprayed them out wide. Now she's making those, and it puts the pressure on Cederquist.
Grigoriu on serve, trailing 6-10 in game number 2. She took game 1 15-8. Our first of 2 women's singles semifinals.
Ooh.
Oh.
Cederquist able to get there and puts it away.
I'm hanging on Chad going, the ball's staying out. Oh, the ball's going out. She's dotting lines in the back now, too, is Cederquist.
Yeah, it looked like that ball, that backhand, she just pushed it. Somehow it stayed inside the baseline. Oh, ooh.
Just missed. And the way this match has gone, I wouldn't have been surprised if that would have gone
well,
in.
And the difficult part on the ball coming off of Grigoriu's paddle is it doesn't look any different between when it's going to dot the line or whether it's just going to go out wide because she hits that flatter ball.
A couple of errors creeping in late for Grigoriu gives Cederquist a 7-point cushion 2 points away from sending us to a decisive game number 3. Cederquist stepping up with a swinging volley. Game point.
She is picking the right moments to come in right now. She's pressuring Grigoriu. She's got her on her heels. Grigoriu just can't get in right now.
She came forward on that one.
It freezes Cederquist at 14.
She's there.
It's a
but she
little
can't
too
keep it
much.
That's good point construction there from Grigoriu. She had Cederquist sprinting sideline to sideline. She's got to put a couple of those together, though, to get back in this.
Getting some help off of a missed return is the deficit down to 5.
I say it only takes a couple of those to switch the momentum.
It can snowball quickly in rally scoring.
Mm-hmm. Not uncommon to come back 14-7. Ooh.
Couple of tight moments here.
Yeah, we'll get a timeout.
Timeout taken by Cederquist as her lead has been trimmed to 4. Cederquist will be out of timeouts coming back after this.
We always talk about get to 14, right? And when it's 14 and a single digit, like, I'm okay, right? Like, if 7, 8, 9. Now, all of a sudden,
14,
your opponent
14,
gets to 10.
You're tied.
It's tight. It's a 4-point game, but that 4-point lead is nothing, right? And now she has got double digits, that being Grigoriu with the ball in her hand now. So this is troubled area for Cederquist. She's got to finish this.
Cederquist getting some advice in her corner from her frequent women's doubles partner, Jana Newell. If you are in Cederquist's corner right now, what's the conversation that you're having?
Right now, coming out of it, big return. Try to get that deeper return, but also look to hit, some angles on Grigoriu. Get her on the run. It's much more difficult with those slap on either wing to keep that ball in when you're in the run rather than somebody that hits with like heavy topspin.
Puts her on the move, gets the put-away ball, and now Cederquist will have another opportunity to close out this game.
But again, it's the angle, and it's having Grigoriu on the run. Grigoriu really couldn't do anything with that ball. Oh, she guessed wrong right there. Well, read it wrong even.
She almost stopped through transition, was like, am I going, am I not? And then gets crossed up just enough.
Cederquist has had 2 opportunities at game point, not able to convert.
Oh, that's
beautiful touch volley
nice.
There from Grigoriu. She is back within 2.
With all the big backhands and forehands from Grigoriu, and then all of a sudden she drops that in there.
Missed return. We are down to 1 point difference.
No timeout either.
Cederquist out of timeouts. Oh, getting a gift.
Even that backhand there from Cederquist
was hesitant.
tight.
It was hesitant.
It's still working with a game point. This will be the 3rd opportunity for Cederquist.
I know you thought the same thing, Dom.
Right,
2
you and I
balls
are
that
both.
she should have approached on. Going out wide to the backhand of Grigoriu. She kind of just took a step in, and now you're in transition area right there, trying to hit a winner down the line. If she had been up, taking that ball out of the air.
Oh. Grigoriu knocks it up.
Wow,
and takes the lead off of a ferocious shot.
Brings up match point now for Grigoriu.
Grigoriu overcame an early 6-point deficit. She is into the final in straights. We will hear from her when we come back here on Championship Court.
Everyone knows standing still doesn't get you where you want to go. It's all about movement and progression, power, strength, innovation, expertise. On the court, off the court, and on the way to the court, you have to expect more out of yourself. And you should expect more of the company who makes your tires. Getting you more miles, traction, and safety is why we get up in the morning. Let's drive forward. Expect more. Fortune Tires.
Introducing Persona IQ, the smart knee. Address your knee pain with a replacement that contains sensors which capture helpful information such as your range of motion, stride length, walking speed, and step count to ensure your new knee is performing at its best. It keeps you connected to your healthcare team so you can receive important reminders and personalized recovery guidance. It's not a GPS. It doesn't collect where you've been or where you're going. Persona IQ, a smarter way to regain mobility.
The BioFreeze USA Pickleball National Championships, November 10th through the 17th in Mesa, Arizona. Designed for pickleball's best, amateurs and pros alike. 14 tournaments, 14 opportunities. Find your golden ticket tournament. Earn your title.
This is why we drink. We drink for tonight. Finally in town on the same weekend. Inside jokes, the great outdoors, karaoke till dawn, another cold one and a second slice. We drink for tomorrow, for the 7 a.m. 5K and the tailgate that follows. For the personal best that's about to be bestie. Kick flips and polar dips, drop shots and cheap shots. Shoot your shot. We drink for the moment, shaky hands, steady beat, a blank canvas. Trying to be something. Drink for yourself. No alcohol, no hangover, no empty calories. Not a moment wasted. Partake brews the liquid. You bring the courage. Today is for the taking, and we make it happen.
Match point here, Chad. Grigoriu comes out on top, battles her way back against Cederquist.
Yeah, it just came down to consistency down the stretch. Grigoriu moving on to her first women's singles final, and she's courtside with Dorian Croft in our Franklin post-match interview.
Thanks, fellas. Madalina, congratulations. You're moving into your first ever women's singles semifinal. I want to take you back to game number 2 because you fought off 3 game points from Emily Cederquist. What was the mentality as you were continually closing that gap that allowed you to finish it out?
So first of all, I didn't know there were 3 game points. I just said, go for it. I'm already losing anyway, so just go for it.
Well, there's a reason that we count. We don't want you guys to overtax yourself out there. But you talked about this is your deepest run ever in an APP tournament. What have you liked the most about the way that your game has gone today?
I'm doing what I'm thinking, and I'm doing it successfully.
So then what are you thinking out there?
Just being aggressive and, stick to the game plan that I'm thinking. I don't know, just playing simple and solid.
Well, it's worked for you so far today. We will see you in your first ever women's gold medal match. Congratulations, Madalina. Don't go anywhere. Still plenty more ahead here in Sacramento.